Week 10 is done, and unfortunately, the game did not end the way that we wanted to. It was close, just like we said. Watch this. So those Cowboys are playing the Eagles this coming Sunday. So,
Oh, that just made it even better. So we know we got to win now because the Eagles going to be right on us, and
right.
we
So
know
we're going to
because
be
they
one game
bound to do
behind us.
that.
Yes.
If the Cowboys beat them Eagles, there's no way on earth they're not going to win. Oh,
Yeah.
I got the Eagles by at least 20 points.
Oh, that many? I say the
Yeah.
Eagles going to win for sure by double digits, whatever that is. Yeah. I feel like we shot ourselves in the foot. We were up by 10 points. We had our foot in the gas, and what happened, Gwen?
Will always happen. We miss opportunities, things that we should have raised, that we should have converted, we didn't. The second quarter, to me, I think the offensive scheme, a play calling was a little off. Sabrina said she didn't recognize it. I thought they should have been going at them harder, establishing the run more. These little donkey dunk pass. I hate those scrimmage passes. And also Jayden, he was a little off. Brown was dropping. I feel like Brown dropped more balls than they know. I just reckon there were more drop balls in that game than any other games I had seen in a while. And
Yeah.
let's be honest, we've gotten spoiled to the fact that they've been eking out and winning these games in miraculous fashion. We just couldn't pull it out on last Sunday.
Yeah, there were a lot of, like you said, drop passes. There were also like the muff punt, and he actually
Oh my God. And he did it twice.
did it twice. The
This
first
one
one he got back, the second one he did not. And I'm like, come on, sir.
and
And then
that led
after
to
that,
7 points.
and after that, when they kept putting him out there, I'm like, is there nobody else to do the
And
job?
nobody I get out there and do that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on now, why do you keep putting him out there? And then people dropping passes, and then at the final end of the game, dude, and he's a rookie, jumping off sides. That's what they teach you in
No, you
PE.
plant your feet down, you don't move.
Keep your eye on the ball. Don't worry about what the person across from you doing because you know they're going to try to draw you. Keep your eye on that ball. If that ball don't move, you don't move.
But let's just this been how many weeks we on at week 10? This been 10 weeks coming, what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
Saint Juice, Saint Blunder, whatever you want to call him, Saint Foods, whatever crazy name I want to give him, Saint Fluke needs to be gone. I'm sorry. He needs to be banned. There is no way. And this dude, every game gets a penalty or gets smoked.
Yes, like a cigarette every game, every game.
They usually put him on the better wide receiver, but he's not our best defender. And then let's Commander Nation, help me with this. Or Spice and Hill Nation, help me with this. Why would we acquire a player that's already injured?
Who we talk about?
We talking about Lattimore.
Okay.
And he hurt. He can't do us no good for the next couple of weeks. We could have kept his honey sugar iced tea right where he was.
Let me say this. On one hand, I agree with you 100%, and we need him for that Philly game, which we're about to talk about in a little
He
while.
ain't gonna be playing. That's 3 days away, Sabrina.
But let me say this on the flip side. Adam Peters and the crew ain't messed up yet. I'm gonna keep my faith, the trust in the process.
They flinching. They ain't messed up, but they flinching, just a flinch.
Right.
Because I'm like, this don't make sense to me. We need him now.
Yeah, we do.
NOW.
Yeah, this was a disappointing game for sure. We had it in hand.
It was winnable.
Yeah, my brother went to the game with me. I'm gonna show y'all that real quick. Here you go. And so the game kept going back and forth, back and forth. And when we was up by 10, I was talking my talk. I was like, look at this. I was bothering him. And then that thing started turning. I said, I feel the tide shifting. I feel it shifting. We shoot ourselves in the foot. But what I am happy about, I'll say this. We hung in there with the team that people say we ain't never played nobody. So we played this team and we hung in there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're way farther beyond where we thought we would be. And I think that we should be happy with the progress. We're above schedule. We're ahead of schedule. But with that being said, we could have won that game.
That was winnable because this game was winnable. That Ravens game was winnable because these are the games we're going to need back because the Lions is still full steam ahead. Now the Eagles number one in the division. We got to play them on Thursday. We got to win these games, but they're winnable. I did hear Lulu name. I know his name Lulu. I call him Lulu. I did hear Lulu name get called, and Wagner was doing his job. I just hate the fact that we lost him by 1 point. And when I tell you, Steeler Nation never disappoints.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you.
Y'all. There's always a home game when they play us. When they go to the Ravens, it's not just bad. It's us. It's Philly. Ain't nobody gonna show up in Philly this strong. You get what I'm saying?
Let me tell you this. It's two games that I went to. I'm like, okay, yeah, they travel well, which I already knew the Steelers, but seeing it for myself was amazing. The Bills also, their fans travel very well too.
Because we're only 3 hours away.
But the Steelers game, I looked around and it was like third and whatever for us. We were on offense. Third down. All I saw was gold. I said, what is happening? I said, y'all making too much noise up here. Sit down.
I'd have been to 3 Steelers games at FedEx Northwest, whatever you call it. And when I say 60-40, I mean 60 them, 40 us.
That's the exact percentage I would have said. It was 60 them or 55 and 45 us. It was unbelievable.
Now, this is and we said this in the previous video, this is going to test, this is going to show you what the Commanders really made up. And I'm honestly proud of them. This was winnable. Take away one penalty and one non-call when it's 4th and inches. He had that jump, and take away that muff punt. The game was ours. We lost this game, like Sabrina said, ourselves. We gave it to them.
And a real petty thing I want to bring up real quick. I would not have known this because I'm not, I'm old, so I don't listen to all this music. My brother said, Sabrina, do you notice what they're doing? I said, what are they doing? He said, every time there's a break, they play a Future song to mess with Russell. And so every break, he was like, this is a Future song. Yep, this one too. Yep, this one too. So much. He was like, okay, play something else. Every song almost was a Future song. I said,
it didn't work. Man, they gotta do my boy. They gotta ease up off my boy. He a good dude. He is.
So all he does is what's the right thing. I can't mess with that man.
I used to always get on him when he wasn't playing, but never attacked his character.
Right.
Right. So I feel like this is they giving Russell a hard way to go. But I want there need to be a billion more Russells in our community, but men that step in and step up. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Agreed.
This next segment can speak for itself. We're going to start with my meme of the week, and we're going to show you what happened. I can't beat somebody when they down, but this is the best ever. Do you hear me?
Yeah, they're irrelevant.
The Cowboys look terrible.
Awful. They're irrelevant. They're so bad that they're almost not even worth talking about. That's how bad they're losing, which is sad.
We got to this point. Now, Doc out with his ham sandwich. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no handspring. That dude got hurt feelings. Now he's out on IR, which I said he would be anyway. I knew he was going to play that ticket. They still got to pay him. They put Coop in. He don't do no better.
They took him out and put somebody. Man, they couldn't do right with nobody.
I'm the 4th string. I'm going in next. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you gonna put in now?
But at least Micah's back. Micah came back and he got 2 sacks. Okay, so he came right off injury, got 2 sacks. And he's been making comments in the media basically saying their coach McCarthy can go. Basically, he didn't say it like that, but that's pretty much what he said. He said, who I feel bad about are the veterans that have been here for a while, and these are their last chances to really win. I feel bad for them because they're just getting this terrible season. He said, but McCarthy, it don't matter, basically. And I'm like, dang.
Welcome to our world.
Under the bus.
Y'all got it coming anyway. Welcome to our world. All the trash talking y'all done how y'all, and y'all fans are the worst on earth. And let's keep it real, Sabrina. We can say this a billion times. It would be, if they had a little bit of knack or tack, it wouldn't be so bad. But they start predicting at the beginning of the year, we're going to Super Bowl. So you put a target on your back. Then you played like hot garbage. And then still think somebody not going to come at y'all. Y'all are the worst. Why don't you just learn some humility and start the year off? We're going to have a successful year. Y'all quarterback was on ESPN on Fox before the season talking about y'all going to the Super Bowl. Affirmation. Let's affirm this. Y'all going to be home first. They ain't even making the playoffs, Sabrina. They might lose the division. If the Giants win one more game, they're going to be in last place.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. You said you're going to affirm this. You silly.
Let's affirm them to the affirmation. Let's affirm this. Y'all Bama's going to be home. You know what I'm saying? But all that being said, they're gonna be all right, Bean?
Okay, and if they keep it up, they're gonna be competing for a draft pick. They just
They might
slide
gonna
on
get the
down.
first pick. Where they going? Bahamas.
Wow.
I stand them.
And then amazingly, the Giants lost to the Panthers overseas. I did not think the Panthers was going to beat the Giants. They were celebrating like they won something, which I guess they did. But girl, it's like the top half and the bottom half of the NFC East. It's like a separation.
When you get them games over each other, because that's the only time they win is when the bottom half play each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, man, please, I ain't celebrating. And like I said, I wasn't waking up for that game, but I did get home from church in time to see the ending. So that was all right. It was a better game than I thought it would be with them two teams. And that I'm gonna say.
And on low key, I was rooting for Dallas a teeny bit. Don't tell nobody. Only because I wanted the Eagles to bump down a little bit, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
I might need to pray for Sabrina.
No. I'm talking about I'm cheering for them only to make us.
I don't give a
You had to choke on your words.
The only way I would root for them Cowboys if they was playing the devil. I can't do it to my own detriment. I'm one of those people. I can't fix my lips. I ain't doing it. Whatever. I can't do it. I don't care who it is. If they ain't out there playing Satan himself, Gwen is gonna be rooting for the opposing team.
I didn't say I was in front of the TV saying "Go Dallas, go, go, go."
I wouldn't even have a little bit in my heart. I wouldn't even let the words come out of my mouth. It's against my religion. No, I can't do it. I can't even wear blue and silver together in the same day. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. Now let's get to the two teams that we should be talking about. Them Chiefs and them Lions. Man.
Okay, let me say
this. You see them games, Sabrina?
I did. Let me say this. I'm a little bit scared of the Lions a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm a little scared of the Lions. Nobody else, the Lions, they got my respect a little bit. Because the Texans, they were going back and forth with the interceptions. The Texans had them down. The Texans was beating them soundly. I was like, the Lions going to lose their second game? Man, we could have taken advantage today and won and been up there in the NFC. Well, they found a way to win, just like the Chiefs, who blocked the field goal.
Yeah, now, how often does that happen?
Man. So, I mean, who knows? That could be the Super Bowl preview. If we don't do something, it could be the Lions and the Chiefs.
But I want Lamar to put on that 2 MVP cake that he got. And I want him to be, if he in the game, it should be no lights out when it comes to an under 500 performing team. Lights out. I expect Lamar lights out on anybody, on the Bengals and the Browns this year. You know, but it's not happening. But their test coming up because the Steelers got to play the Ravens. So here it comes. These want to call it all.
So let's just go right into it because I think that is, they played each other this week, Sunday. Steelers and the Ravens in Pittsburgh.
I already got my hot wings and my middle lights lined up. I'm ready for this one. Don't call me.
So who are you cheering for? Who do you think is going to win? Let me say it like that.
I'm going to put more some purple. Give me some Maryland crab cakes and some Maryland soup, and I'm going to call it a day.
That's who we want to win. Do you think they're going to?
If Lamar don't beat them Steelers, they in trouble.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are going to win too, but I think it's going to be just like our game. I think it's going to be very...
The Steelers ain't beating the Ravens, Sabrina.
No, I don't think so either. I'm just saying I think it's going to be close.
Oh, it's going to be definitely close. That's going to be, that might be the game of the week because so much is riding on them both performing well.
Okay, here's another game of the week. The Chiefs at the Bills in Buffalo.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, I don't know.
They might guide them, Sabrina. I'm going the Bills on this. They might guide them, Sabrina. I got to start having some faith that somebody going to knock my homeboy out of that undefeated status.
I'm going to go with the Bills with you on this one. This feels like it's ripe and set up for their first loss. I'm going to go with the Bills also.
Come on, Josh. You could do this, boo. You got this.
Okay, here's another one, which happens to be us. The Commanders at the Eagles, Thursday Night Football in Philly. Now, we're going to be as objective as we can. If you're watching Cousin Joe, we're going to be as objective as we can, okay? Now, knowing what we know, knowing where both teams are, knowing this in Philly, what you saying?
It ain't gonna happen, Sabrina.
I know. I don't think it's gonna happen either.
It's not enough time to recruit and assess. It's a short week.
They got a short week too, though.
And the Steelers riding high. Now, Sabrina, they could overlook us because they just monkey stopped the Cowboys.
They're not going. There's no way they could overlook us. They never do that.
We got them when I went the last time we won, and they was undefeated. Now,
not this time.
We ain't had half of the players that we have now. It's doable, Sabrina. If they overlook us, it's a short week for them too. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So if they overlook us, it's doable. But if I had to bet, if I was a betting woman, my money would be on them birds. You heard me?
We're cheering for the Commanders with everything we have in us. We are.
My body
fans. Don't say that we're not fans, because we are. But given the circumstances, I don't know. What's on the screen right there, I guess, because I can't.
Exactly. It ain't going. I have to be as subjective and honest as possible. This is not going to be easy. This may be a little awful, because then taking account to how we play on national TV. But we used to all these things working against us. But I'm telling you, Sabrina, a little bit of something I'm feeling, but not feeling like I used to. It's not going to be as bad as it would have been in the past. But I do have them winning.
All right, this is probably not worth mentioning, but the Texans at the Cowboys in Dallas, but the battle of the state of Texas. I think that one's kind of obvious for me.
Everybody revere the Cowboys and act like the Texans. You forget Texas even got two teams sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm rooting for Houston. Let me find me some red, white, blue and, and do this thing. I'm rooting for the Texans. Go Texas! That's true.
All right, and finally, I thought the Giants had a game this week. They don't, so they have a bye week, which really doesn't matter for them. But they off this week.
They need it. They need to lick them wounds, get some batteries, some Neosporin, some Band-Aids, some something. When is
that?
What? Some icy hot. Keep it going, Sabrina. What else they need? They need what your mama used to give you castor oil when we was coming up.
That's gross.
They give you that. They need it. Man, this gonna be some good games this week. I might have to turn on my NFL ticket to watch all of the red zone, to watch all the scoring.
There's gonna be some excellent games. Yes, I'm looking forward to them. And how we gonna wrap this thing up? We gone.
We out. Have a blessed one, everybody.